Welcome to Only Facts channel. Today we get a list of 5 most successful escapes from prison. Number 1. Yoshiyoshi Shiratori. Escaped 4 times in 3 years. Yoshiyoshi Shiratori is best known for escaping from prison 4 times in 3 years. After being convicted of murder, he was sentenced to life plus 23 years imprisonment. Shiratori escaped from Aomori prison in 1936, was recaptured and escaped from Akita prison in 1942. In 1944, he rusted his handcuff and an inspection hole with miso soup, before escaping from Abashiri prison. He was caught again in 1946. Sapporo District Court sentenced him to death, which caused Shiratori to desperately find a way to escape, and in 1947, he dug a tunnel and escaped for the 4th time. In 1948, he was recaptured after admitting to a policeman that he was an escaped convict. His death sentence was revoked and Shiratori eventually served 26 years before being paroled in 1961. Number 2. John Dillinger. He escaped from prison twice in his criminal career. John Herbert Dillinger Jr. was an American bank robber during the Depression era who robbed 24 banks and 4 police stations during his crime spree. He escaped from prison twice in his criminal career. During a period in jail in Indiana, Dillinger befriended a series of seasoned bank robbers who taught him to be a successful criminal. After being released at the height of the Great Depression, Dillinger immediately returned to crime. After robbing 2 banks, he was captured and imprisoned in Lima in the autumn of 1933. Dillinger used his time in jail to aid the escape of a group of inmates who he had met during his previous jail term. Inmates smuggled guns into their prison cells, which they used to escape just 4 days after Dillinger had been captured. The group then returned to the prison, impersonating Indiana State Prison officers, and successfully released Dillinger from his cell. After another series of bank robberies, Dillinger was captured again in 1934 and sent to Crown Point Jail. The police boasted to the media that the jail was escape-proof. This proved wildly untrue when Dillinger crafted a fake pistol from a piece of wood, supposedly using shelving in his cell and a razor to carve it. Dillinger tricked a guard to open his cell and then took 17 men hostage before luring the guards back to the cell block and locking them in his own prison cell. He then fled. Dillinger evaded police across 4 states before meeting his end on July 22, 1934, when a tip-off led to a shootout in Chicago. Dillinger was shot 3 times and was pronounced dead shortly after. Number 3. Escape from Alcatraz. In June 1962, 3 prisoners of the notorious Alcatraz Island escaped and mysteriously went missing. A plot devised by fellow prison Allen West saw Frank Morris, John Anglin and his brother Clarence spending 2 years digging an escape route through the cell walls and building a raft to sail to freedom. Dummies were placed in the 3 prisoners' beds to fool the prison guards, so it was not until the following morning that the guards discovered they had gone. Parts of the raft and life preservers were later found in the bay along with some of the prisoners' personal effects, leading investigators to conclude that the men had drowned. The FBI officially closed the case on December 31, 1979, concluding that no credible evidence emerged to suggest the men were still alive. However, no bodies were ever discovered. Number 4. The Great Escape. Devised by Squadron Leader Roger Bushell in the spring of 1943, the Great Escape from prisoner of war camp Stalag Luft 3 occurred on the night of March 24, 1944. Bushell was in command of the escape committee in the North Compound, where the British airmen were housed. His Great Escape plan involved the building of 3 bloody deep, bloody long tunnels underneath the camp fences. The tunnels were nicknamed Tom, Dick, and Harry. If one of the tunnels was discovered by the Germans, it was presumed that they would never suspect 2 more might be underway. More than 600 prisoners were involved in the tunnel's construction, with Bushell aiming to get 200 prisoners to freedom. The tunnels descended 30 feet below the surface and were only 2 foot square. The walls were shored up with pieces of wood which were mainly scavenged from the prisoners' beds. The prisoners were very inventive with their scavenged items. Tin cans became scoops and candle holders. Candles were fashioned from the fat off the top of soup served in the camp, whilst wicks were created from old clothing. The sand dug out of the tunnels was discreetly scattered while the prisoners walked around the camp. The 200 potential escapees were divided into 2 groups. The first group of 100, called serial offenders, were guaranteed a place and included prisoners who spoke German well or had a history of escapes. 70 of the men were chosen because they were considered to have contributed most to the tunnels. The second group was chosen by drawing lots. On Friday 24th of March, the escape attempt began. At 10:30 p.m., the first man out emerged and discovered the tunnel had come up short. Rather than reaching into a nearby forest, the tunnel came out just short of the tree line and perilously close to a guard tower. Even so, 76 men crawled through the tunnel to freedom before the 77th was spotted by the guards at 4:55 a.m. on 25 March. Of 76 initial escapees, 73 were recaptured. Hitler ordered half of the escapees to be executed as an example. Number 5. Maze Prison. Prison Maze was the location of the biggest prison escape in British history. When on September 25, 1983, 38 IRA prisoners smashed their way out of the maximum security prison, widely considered to be one of the most escape-proof prisons in Europe. 15-foot fences and 18-foot thick concrete walls topped with barbed wire encircled H-block, and solid steel doors barred all exits from the prison complex. Prisoners planned the escape over several months. 2 accomplices, Bobby Story and Jerry Kelly, started work as orderlies to identify weaknesses in the system, and 6 handguns were smuggled into the prison by exploiting these downfalls. Just after 2:30 p.m., prisoners seized control by simultaneously taking the prison officers hostage and hijacking a lorry which was delivering food to the block. Officers in the gatehouse were also taken hostage, and after several attempts, the main gate was opened. Abandoning the lorry after a makeshift roadblock was set up by 2 cars just outside the prison, the prisoners escaped over a fence. The prison was made secure by 4:18 p.m. minus 38 prisoners. 20 prison officers were injured and 1 died after suffering a heart attack during the escape. If you liked that video, please subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. Thank you for watching. Only Facts Channel.